Good afternoon. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us to the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the afternoon. My name is Batundar. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already serve 3 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus professions and 4,500 plus organizations. In Institute of Global Professional, IGP is the training faculty for skill development, which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualification. The Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve student and community resource provide holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to student job seeker, job holder, and also for learner to respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human right. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to serve more than 100 premium service for free, like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and wow knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game, website free course, convert sites, and many, many more. We help prepare you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training programs, webinar and offline online courses for youth and learners, for professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their ability and personality. To ensure excellent instruction, we arrange with qualified trainer, speaker, and instructor. We extended free service to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 3 years. We have affiliation with university and organizations established in different countries. Virtual more signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learner we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective, best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,381 webinars successfully. Wow. Moving to the next with your continuous support, we already completed 1,382 webinars successfully. Wow. At present, we are going to start our 1,382 webinar, which name is Organizational Behavior. And today our speaker name is Priyanjana Ghoshikar. She is from India. Before I hand over the speech to our speaker name, wants to share a very little bit about her. Founder Biozone Academy. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you for introducing me once again in this platform. And I hope everyone is visible with the screen now. It's like controls will be at your end. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. The stage is here. You can start your presentation. And when you want to change your slide, please tell me that next slide. I will change your slide.
And if I change anything, it won't be in my hand, right? Like it will be completely in your hand.
No, ma'am. I
Correct?
will change the slide from my side.
Okay, 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 okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay, okay. So I hope everyone can see the screen and it's visible. So the first, yes, okay. So myself, Priyanjana Ghosh, and I will be speaking about a most important topic of this webinar, which is organizational behavior. And I guess whoever is in this webinar, and before begin with this, I would say like my heartfelt gratitude to IGP, and who always gives this platform for sharing my valuable thoughts and definitely my knowledge to all of you. And as the topic says, it's organizational behavior. By this time, most of us are already into any sort of organization. Okay, so we are already working in any organization. So be it a school, be it a corporate world, be it anything. So and we must know, or we must have seen that we need to follow a lot of regulations and rules when we step into the world of this organization. So we normally come from, after our school, so we step into the world of this earning and all. So for that, we always step into a platform which is an organization, and we have to follow certain rules and ethics that we need to follow over there, because organization is not about a single person. Organization is all about uh, you know a teamwork. It's not about the individual, right? So this is very, very important to know about this. Now the thing is, so what is the concept, or what is the significance of organizational behavior? So organizational behavior, can we can say it's directly concerned with our understanding, prediction, and control of human behavior in organization. So we definitely, when we talk about behavior, yes, we are discussing, or we are trying to exhibit the behavior of an individual, of a person who is into that organization, and who, and we need to change, we need to nurture the behavioral pattern of that single person in that organization. Because if we are nurturing or changing the behavioral pattern of that single person in that organization, only we will be able to bring about that change in the entire organization. Okay, so let's see the objectives that we need to follow in an organizational behavior, right? So it's open, so you can say uh, that concept and significance of organizational behavior and its relationship with other fields. So this is the first object. Like, what is the concept and significance, and how it is relatable with our daily life or with different fields we are working upon. Next is organizational behavioral model, ethics and ethical behavior. Like, we need to follow, just like when we are into a family, no, we all know that we have a family. So a family can comprise of a three people, just the no father, mother, and their children, or it can be a joint family. But so when we are staying together in a family, we definitely follow a protocol in our family. So why not in an organization? So there are a lot of, no, there are some big names in this country, so who are, running a lot of things, a lot of industries are there. So have you ever thought that how it is, it's not only about production of the goods, but we need to know what's the exact no behavioral mechanism behind that production, because it needs unity, right? So if there is no unity, if there is no teamwork behind that production, then definitely we will not be able to get that no desired turnover which we want to do. And definitely learning, meaning of definition, process of learning, how we learn in an organization. Because organization, when we go to do a job, a 9 to 5 job, so most of us think that it's only a 9 to 5 job. But why don't we think that we are learning something out of that, no, out of that work? It's not just a 9 to 5 hour work or a job, and it's not a salaried job. But yes, apart from salary, you are learning a lot of things from that organization. Even for myself, I would also like to say that I have learned a lot from my career. Like, my career started almost 10 years back. I have been to academic corporate sector, so I have learned many things, and which I'm trying to implement in my organization right now. Okay, so this is very important. Learning, you have to learn, right? So the next important thing I would like to go is to the features of OB. Okay, so please kindly change the slide to features of OB, or OB is organizational behavior. So the next part is kindly change the slide to features of OB, the very next slide, please. Am I audible to everyone? I'm not able to see the next slide. Please change it to features of OB. I'm not getting any response. Can anyone change the slide? Yes. So next is concept and significance. So concept is, it's a saying about organizational behavior. Okay. So studies the impact that individuals, groups, and structure have on behavior within organization for the purpose applying knowledge towards improving organizational effectiveness. So that is the most important significance of any organization, right? That is, you need to improve an organization by your performance, by your behavioral strategy. Correct. So that means when you are a part of an organization, it's your responsibility to make it a successful. So when a company runs by its employees, there can be a single owner, there can be a one owner of that company, there can be a one, or like one owner or one head of that organization, but he or she is not running the organization. The employees of that organization is running the organization, right? And only it is possible if a proper unity or a proper teamwork is possible amongst all of them, right? So yes, I was talking about the features of OB. So please change the slide to features of OB. The next slide. Right. So here we can see a lot of things. OB is a systematic study. OB is application oriented. OB is performance oriented. OB is change oriented. And OB is a part of management. So it's very important. So let's see or look at it very closely. So the thing is, OB or organizational behavior is a study that involves the analysis of an organization's persons, community, and structure, right? And organizational conduct, it relates primarily to job related concerns such as jobs. It can be work, it can be leaves, it can be turnover, it can be efficiency, it can be human resources, it can be management also. So organizational behavior study provides a very comprehensive set of concepts and theories that deal with, the commonly accepted facts about a person's behavior in organization. For example, like you are teaching some new tricks to an old dog. So no, so two heads are better than one, and such facts are not always true in all the cases at all, right? So the thing is, this particular features that I said, that I just mentioned here, that is, OB is a systematic study, application oriented. Like whatever you have learned from your end, no, you are trying to put in or given that effort into that organization, some application, okay, some teamwork you're providing. So like your, maybe your thought or your plan can bring, a great turnover to the companies, right? So you are providing your application or your knowledge to the entire organization, that is benefiting the entire process, even it is benefiting you. So no, we have to come out of that thinking process. No, I have seen people think like that. No, why should I be sharing these things with all of us? Because it's not going to benefit myself, but it's going to bring about the change or benefit to the organization. So the organization will be getting benefited, but not me, myself. So I should not be stressing upon the words me and myself when we are talking about organizational behavior. Okay, so that is very important, and it should be performance oriented. Like obviously we need to perform all the time, we need to come out of something new and novel, so that no, that organization gets the most and utmost benefit out of that. And definitely it's a part of management. Now next is, please change the slide. We'll move on to the next slide now. Yes, so we can see here that how organizational behavior can be related with some other fields of study. That's very important. So let's take the example of psychology. So the term psychology, it originates from Greek language, okay, which means soul. And organizational behavior is a scientific field that explores human behavior, right? And it's mainly concerned with the psychology of the individuals. And psychology is a scientific study of employees, workplaces, organizations. And even there is a segment which is known as industrial psychology, which is also known as work psychology also, and organizational psychology. So, how this industrial psychology is helpful? It helps in improving the workplaces, satisfaction, okay, and motivational levels of each and every employees working in an organization. Okay. So, sociology, another thing is how sociology can be related. So, like according to the Dictionary of Social Sciences, no, sociology is the study of society. We always say, like the patterns of social relationships, social interaction, and culture that surrounds everyday life. So, from the definition, it's very clear, no, that sociology has a very major impact on the study of organizational behavior. How society reacts upon art, no, it get outbursts within us. So this is how we can relate. Anthropology, the study of human beings, okay, which studies human beings in aspects ranging uh, from the biology and evolutionary history of the Homo sapiens to the features of the society. So yes, anthropology also deals with the relationships between people. No, we always say that there is always a relation can be not only with a no a mother and a son, a father and a son, a grandmother and a son, but it can be with any two strange people, strangers also. You can create a instant bond between two strange people, and no, that can be turned into a very fruitful relationship. And that's the essence of this organizational behavior that is very important in any organization. And currently I am into this no I am now I have started running an organization by myself, so I can very much feel this, that how important is to build a networking with the people. Okay, like there's another field, political science. So it has some fascinating implications in researching organizational behavior, as it helps in understanding how and why people gain control, the political actions, decision making, conflict, etc. So it has been many, like no it has been stated many times that political parties and government, they actively active in many of the activities of the organization we have seen. So see how we can build a relationship with each and every field when we talk about organization. And yes, I would like to talk about the um economics. So the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scares, means which have, I'm sorry, alternative uses. So again, science, we all know how it can bridge this organizational behavior, because it approaches the foundation of an organization's actions. Okay. Now, definitely, when we talk about technology, yes, and nowadays I would say everybody will agree how technology is connecting each and every people with the evolution of this. I would say who like the our mobiles, our internet, the everything, the gadgets which we are using nowadays. So it's a technological revolution, and it has also changed our behavioral themes towards any organization. And obviously medicine, we all know it has a link to research human behavior, of course. So see how a lot of organizations is building a relationship with, or we can exhibit this thing here. Okay, next slide please. So this is some models we have that we can follow, different OB models. So what are these different OB models? Okay. So, see, every organization develops a particular type of culture or value system or a model according to which people of an organization are supposed to behave. And the system is developed by taking into account the assumptions of the management regarding people. So, what does this models provide? There are basically four models we can see: custodial model, supportive model, autocratic model, and collegial model. So what is autocratic model? In this model, there is a managerial orientation towards power. The managers can see the power, as the only way to get the job done. And the organizational mechanism, is very largely formalized here. The power is delegated by the right of command to the individuals to whom it refers. And employees are supposed to obey the order of the managers. So there's a very autocratic or autocracy here, a one-handed based or a monopoly system. Okay, and there is no place for employee suggestion in this model system, right? Which is very unhealthy, I would say. Next is custodial model. Like under this model, the key goal relating to management is to use money or resources to support workers. That's it. So employee work towards security attainment. And in return, the organization can use the organization's economic resources to benefit the organization's employees. That can lead to a high employee dependence on organization. And this through or via this model, the employee organizational reliance reduces personal dependence on the boss or manager. Okay. Next is supportive model. So in this supportive model, we can say that the managers are very supportive towards employees. Yes, and this should be like every organization should follow a supportive model. Here, the managerial leadership is the key criteria of the organizational behavior. Like rather than using money or influence or authority. So the main goal, obviously, is to assist our employees in achieving the results with the aid of employee involvement, right? And the participation in managerial decision making process. And the last model is the collegial model. What happens? So this model is an extension of the positive model. So within this model, we can see that all the actors work for a common target. So it means that it's a community shared intentioned individuals. And in collegial model, it suggests no, it's a partnership kind of a thing, where a very high degree of understanding is established between the two genres in order to accomplish common objectives. A business in partnership, an organization in partnership. So two school of thoughts will be involved here. And I would say this model is more useful where there is flexibility in behavior and intellectual environment. And a considerable freedom of employment is also there in this model. So these four models are the basis of, I would say, the organizational behavior. Next slide, please. Yes, process of learning. So I just told you that in every organization we need to learn something, right? So we are not just working over there. We are not doing a 9 to 5 job over there. So we are learning something out of that. What we are learning creativity. We are learning productivity. We are learning time management. We are learning responsibility. Okay, and something when you are heading a company, that's a very important quality, that you under yourself or under you a lot of people are working, and you need to take care of each and every one of them. Okay, so that's very important. So what you should learn in this process while being an organization? So yes, once the first thing is stimulus. So it needs a source of motivation to perform something. Stimulation is a motivating source or an incentive. So learners should have a very good perception of the stimuli, as learners should be supported in the learning process, correct? And obviously or accordingly, we have response. So in theory, we say no, reaction is the result of the learner to the stimulus. So when the result is reached, response is the first step in the process of learning. You are teaching a child A for apple, B for boy, C for cat. And after 2 days, when that kid is giving you back, yes, ma'am, it's A for apple, I know. This is B for ball. So you are satisfied because you have taught that child 2 days back. And now the child is giving you answer, responding. That's response. So learner will respond positively because only then does the learning process take place. And he or she can positively pertain to certain negative reactions only if the learner is persuaded, right? Third one, motivation. If you're demotivating using bad words, bad languages towards your employees, they never will be uplifted. Never. So it's a key catalyst to motivate individuals to learn because learning cannot take place without motivation. Yes, you can do it. This three, four powerful words. Yes, you can do it. Can motivate. No, can just trigger uh, your power within you. No, in just a fraction of a second. Yes, you can do it. You have that potential. So use these words. If someone is attending this webinar, might be if he or she is a organization head, so I would suggest everyone here, please motivate, don't demotivate your employees. Okay. That will really boost, that will benefit your organization and not others. So no one can learn without willingness, and this willingness comes from motivation, of course. And last is rewards. So we all are happy when we get gifts, right? And if that is a surprise, so no, make something like employee of the month, best employee. These really matters. No, this increase that motivation for that particular individual to work. No, yes, I'm being noticed. So yes, I have to do more. I have to achieve something. Okay. So that is what. So in learning process, rewards or incentives which learner gets. In learning process, there should be a clear incentive scheme and it should be straightforward, predictive. So they should be well aware in advance that what they are doing, right? Next, please. Yes. Now, what are the learning theories in organizational behavior? Very important. Four things are learning things: classical conditioning, cognitive theory, social learning, and operant conditioning. So, what is classical conditioning? So, this theory was propounded by Pavlov, and it is a process where an individual responds to some kind of stimulus that would not normally produce as a response. So, no, we generally use this example when we explain a concept in science, which is called as reflex action and reflex arc. If you condition a dog that at 6 p.m. he will be given some food, and every day you call your dog at 6 p.m. to have its food, and one fine day you just call that dog but did not give him food, you will see what like water is coming out of his tongue. Why? Because it has conditioned it has developed a conditioned reflex that no, 6 p.m. means my master will be giving me or feeding me something. Okay, so that is called classical conditioning. That's very important in every organization. Okay, what is operant conditioning? So it was also proposed by a Harvard psychologist, and according to him, he said that it's a method of learning that occurs through rewards and punishments for behavior. And through operant conditioning, an individual can make an association between a particular behavior and a consequence. Like, the learning of a behavior is usually followed by a reward or punishment. So what people usually behave in a specific way where they can earn incentives, and often people used to avoid acts from which they do not get anything. No, every time we think about, "Arey, what I'm going to get out of this, right? Why should I do this job? It's paying me less." This thing is operant conditioning. Where I am getting more, I should be going there. Rather than where I'm getting less, I shouldn't be going there, because they're not paying attention towards my skills, right? So that is very important. So that is operant conditioning. Another is cognitive theory. Like, learning cognition theory states that learning relies on one's own perceptions, experience of meanings. So this learning process involves physical actions or activities, within our own experience, intuition. and that needs only cognitive energy, and that implies only an inner thought process. And it can be anything like assessment, categorization, creation of generalizations of the world, anything. So this theory proposed that explanation of various learning mechanism by first studying the mental process. That's what is cognitive theory. You have to understand. You cannot do anything just by mugging up. And the last one is social learning theory. The theory of social learning is also called observational learning. And in this theory, one person learns by watching what happens to others. Right? Due to this principle, one can learn stuff by looking at other parents, teachers, peers. No, we often say we learn from our teachers, what our teachers do. Okay, so we do this. Like we learn from our teachers, we learn from our seniors, we learn from our parents. How? By seeing what they're doing, right? So if they are doing something wrong, that is why we often say that parents, you should be very alert. You should not create anything no wrong in front of your kids, because they learn from you. That is social learning, which you are learning from your no from your social status of your life. So that's very important. Next slide, please. Yes, coming to ethics and ethical behavior in organizations. That is very important, because ethics is one thing which we need to follow not only in an organization, but also when we are in our own niche, right? Niche in the sense the place we are inhabiting, the place we are surviving. So that's very important. Okay, so exploit any employee for the benefit of an organization. So we should not be exploiting. I should have written do not, so I have written only exploit. That's not fair. Okay, so we should not be exploiting any of the employee for the benefit. Exploit in the sense negatively, but positively we can exploit. So both ways the sentence is correct. If that employee is very no it's that person is very knowledgeable, like he's or she's a very software base, or he has a very IQ and very good IQ in IT, so I should be hiring, or I should be keeping that person for my software and IT handle, rather than in some other departments. So I need to understand the IQ of that employee. Compromise with the safety of the employee? No. Yes. So, see, my employees are my first priority. I need to see them. I need to take care of them, because they are running my or our company, not who is the head of the company. Yes, head of the company can be giving directions. You have to do the project in this way or that way, but ultimately, the execution is being done by the employees of the company. And you cannot discriminate any employee physically. You cannot use abusive words towards them. So these are the basic ethics and protocol we have to maintain. There should be a teamwork, and each and every moment we already discussed about some theories and models that we need to follow. The reward model, which is very important. Every month, even every day, you need to reward your employee. You have to motivate them with some strong and powerful words. Do not say you will not be able to do this, why did you do this. Always, you can do it, just improve yourself, you will be able to do it. So these are the ethics, basic ethics and ethical behavior that we need to follow in organization. And we just cannot compromise it with any with environment that can, by taking any step to spoil the environment, right? So that is very, very important to follow this basic ethics in any organization. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yes. So we have already come to the conclusion, because this is part one of organizational behavior. It's a huge topic. I would like to continue with this topic in the other session of IGP. Uh, so behavioral study extend its area to change leadership and human behavior, and its central role is to strengthen partnerships, right? So organizational behavior is a responsibility, is a social responsibility, I would say, because you have taken the responsibility of so many employees together, and the behavioral execution of that thing is in your hand. Your hand means the company head, the organization head. Okay, so the thing is, we have to make that strong networking. How? By maintaining certain positive ethics or protocol in that organization. Some greater approaches, some positive approaches can really change the organizational behavior or the patterns. And definitely, if we are following such patterns and goals, uh, we will be easily able to achieve our vision and goal in the future. It can be with any organization. So thank you so much, everyone. Yes, I was disconnected. Yes. So any questions from anyone's end? I would like to take up.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, dear ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of this regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, our first question is from a Facebook user. What are the basic levels of analysis in organizational behavior?
Sorry, can you repeat? Acha, what are the basic levels of analysis in organizational behavior? See, a very good question, I would say. Basic levels of analysis is analysis. Obviously, if we want to check in perspective of behavior, so the first is a positive behavior. That's very important when we are analyzing any organizational behavior. You have to judge a person that how positive he is towards his work, towards his no definitely his organization. Definitely the next one is dedication and hard work. These are the different analytical attributes in an organizational behavior. One is positivity, one is hard work, one is dedication. You need to always check that how that person is doing, or is that person self-centered, or he or she is thinking about that organization. So I would say these are the basic levels of analysis in any organizational behavior.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Ma'am, our next question is from Tabassum. How can we stay
How can we
away
stay
from
away from the negativity at? Yes. Again, it's a very good question. We always face a lot of negativity at workplace. Yes, I would say sometimes we have to face that. We cannot just ignore and go away, because we are a part of that organization and we have to face that negativity. But I would suggest you can combat, like, we should be stay focused on our work and should not be going into such negative things which we are receiving from the other's end. And we can sit with that person and have a chat that what kind of what problem, or what problem is, because see, negativity arises from any individual, again from any behavior. No, why we face negativity from any behavioral aspect, that we are not liking any behavior of any of our employee or any colleague. So we need to talk or sort out. So we should not be going against any egoistic things. We should be sitting and just sort out why we are why that behavior is coming from that end. So please solve that why. I guess automatically the negativity will be resolved.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Dear IGP knowledge seeker,
Thank
please
you.
ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, I think there is no more questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much,
Okay,
Honorable
okay,
Ma'am, for
fine.
your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth.
Thank you, ma'am.
Honorable Ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, Ma'am. Take care.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Honorable Ma'am, before we move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, ma'am. IGP Narasika is time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Today, awesome technical problem, we cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Today, awesome technical problem, we cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Go to www.slido.com and find today's quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. Quiz code is Global IGP. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. With 19 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. Our first question is, which lobby of cerebrum is responsible for organization, reasoning, judgment, memory, intelligence, and behavior? Option 1, frontal. Option 2, temporal. Option 1 is the right answer, and 63% people are right here. The leaderboard. John Amartya is holding the first position. Our second question is, organization behavior views organization as option 1, open system. Option 2, a single unitary subsystem. Option 1 is the right answer, and 58% people are right here. In the leaderboard, John Amartya is holding the first position. Our third question is, organizational behavior. Option 2, the science of society. Option 2, the study of individual behavior and group dynamic and organization. Option 2 is the right answer and 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Jana Misia is holding the first position. Our fourth question is, organization behavior is option 1 a systematic approach to understand human behavior, option 2 common practice. Option 1 is the right answer and 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Jana Misia is holding the first position. Our fifth question is, organizational behavior is option 1 is a board area that study how individuals work in organizations. Option 2 is a board area of management that study how people act in organizations. Option 2 is the right answer and 81% people are right here. In the leaderboard, John Amercia is holding the first position. Our sixth question is, organizational behavior is option 1 a humanistic approach, option 2 total system approach. Option 2 is the right answer and 32% people are right here. In the leaderboard, John Amercia is holding the first position. Our seventh question is, the ability to control behavior through the authority of rank within an organization. Option 1 position power, option 2 autocratic style. Option 1 is the right answer and 59% people are right here. In the leaderboard, John Mercier is holding the first position. Our eighth question is organizational behavior. Option 1 is the study between human behavior and organization. Option 2 is the study of human behavior and organizational settings. Option 1 is the right answer and 41% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Thomason is holding the first position. Our second last question of the afternoon session is organizational behavior. Option 1, diapamine, option 2, pendragon contagious. Option 2 is the right answer and 36% people are right here in the leaderboard. Pierre is holding the first position. Our last and final question of the afternoon session is organizational behavior. Option 2, study of human behavior. Option 2, tendency of people to behave differently. Option 1 is the right answer and 86% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professionals. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professionals. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professionals. At the end of our session, we can say properly treated skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, again wants to thank all IGP knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.